Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from SkiEssentials.com.
I'm Matt. I'm Bob. How's it going?
The three of us are down here at Pico. One of our favorite annual trips, I would say.
It's such a fun mountain, and they really do a good job with this event specifically.
Yeah, I agree. So this is kind of one of the on snow industry demo days. And the three of us are all starting the day on new Elan Wingman. I don't think that's technically what you say when you want to say plural wingman, but
I think technically it is.
should we? We'll ask Ben.
We'll ask the pros.
So, anyways, all new wingmen for 2026. That's gonna. Oh, I'm gonna get hung up on the years. And I'm excited because I've always really liked this category of skis, like kind of that in between carver and all mountain category,
yeah.
the mid 80 category. We talk about it plenty. And I'm on the 83 Ti. Matt, you're on the 86 Ti. Bob, you're on the 86 Black Edition, which is so far the closest thing that we have gotten to your dream of having a Ripstick 88 Black Edition.
Yeah, and according to the product manager there, they've even taken basically a Ripstick shaped tail inspiration and put it into all of these skis.
Right.
But, you know, more pronounced with that 88 kind of relationship.
Yeah. No, I like the change to the tail, and I like how much like bite there is still in the forebody. So I just got first run there on the 83 Ti. I would say my first impressions are it's still extremely intuitive. It's very easy to ski. I thought I felt a little bit more vibration damping than previous Wingmen, and maybe slightly less like energy. But the energy was sometimes hard to like fully harness. So I actually prefer this feel so far.
Yeah.
Did you guys feel anything similar? I know you were filming, Matt, so.
I mean, took the words out of my mouth. This is my first time on a Wingman.
Oh,
and,
perfect.
Yeah, and the first thing that came to mind was that they're just very easy to ski. Like I can see why so many people go with something like this.
Yeah.
Because it's so approachable, very easy to use, extremely intuitive, but there's still a lot of performance to be had. Like if you really want to lay it over, they're happy to do so.
I've always felt that, like, I would say that there has always been a performance ceiling to the Wingman skis, maybe with the Black Edition kind of an exception, but not many people reach that like level of skiing. So it's not really something to like worry about.
No.
Yeah.
So anyways, Matt, you want to go next?
Sure.
All right, so I'll follow Matt for a run, and then we'll get his take after he actually gets to ski it and not just hold a camera. Matt, you looked like you had a grand old time there.
Absolutely. A 174 is fun in this.
Yeah.
Nice and short, quick turns. I've said it at the bottom, like they're just so easy.
Yeah, they very
just
easy
ski
to
themselves.
Yeah.
But you can really push into them and expect a lot back.
Yeah, and it's like, I really like skis like this, and I assume this is what you were feeling, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the snow is kind of slow today, and there's like some uphill wind, so there's a limit to how fast you can get going, but these are still really fun.
Yeah,
and that like I really like skis like this that have a high performance ceiling, but they make like moderately pitched terrain and slower speeds feel really fun.
Totally. Yeah, very dynamic and engaging the whole time. Like I wasn't bored at any point. And
Bob,
I didn't have to think about it.
It sounds like you've been doing quite a bit of Elan Wingman research.
Yeah.
We got a primetime tip and a Ripstick tail.
Yep.
Correct?
Yeah.
And then my skis and Matt's skis don't have any carbon.
Correct.
Just wood and a
metal.
full sheet of metal.
Yep.
Which is like, it's great. You know, I like carbon rods. I think they work great in some skis, but there's certainly nothing wrong with just wood and metal.
Well, I'll be interested in what you guys have to say when you get on this thing.
Is it gonna just like blow my mind?
Well, I haven't been on those things.
Correct, yeah.
But hearing what you're saying about them, you're gonna be, those words are gonna escalate when you get on this Black Edition.
Can I film you this run and then take your skis?
Yeah, sure.
Sick. So I'm gonna film Bob we'll see what he's talking about with that black edition.
Pretty fun.
It looks pretty fun. I like the finish and everything.
Yeah, I think it's a sharper looking ski than it has been in the past as well.
Yeah. It looks a little cleaner.
Yeah, and there's no more of the ridgy stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, and
still right and left.
Still right and left, and still, you know, compared to the older 86 Black Edition, still loves that high edge angle.
Yeah, I mean, these do too.
Really, really
like the higher
that.
you get it, the better it feels.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna keep skiing, and then we'll find out what that black edition's all about.
Cool.
Okay, Bob, give me your black edition assessment.
Well, you have stolen my skis, Jeff.
I know.
No, that's fine.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, the same thing. Just like that, they love that high edge angle.
Yeah.
And they do not find a limit to that edge angle. Like, I feel like these skis would score really well on carve.
Yeah.
And they're just super clean about it too. I think that when you're trying to vary it, it's not as happy because it does still get kind of that carbon stiffness.
Sure, because these have carbon rods.
Yeah,
yeah.
But I do think that the more flexible shovel is a huge improvement over the previous version when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Because that ski just had a really stiff tip, and if you weren't engaged and in a clean carve, it wasn't into it.
Well, and that's what I was feeling like my first run when I was kind of chalking it up to vibration damping.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do think it is more coming from a slightly softer tip, and it feels a little bit more like suspension.
Yeah.
And you can kind of finesse it a little bit more than you could on the previous ski, where the previous ski was, like you were just saying, it was like all or nothing kind of. Yeah. And this ski has some levels in between.
Also with turn shape, like it's, you know, I don't think it's gonna win any long turn GS contests.
Yeah.
But from the stated radius and shorter, it's awesome. Like short swing turns.
And what's my radius here? 17.
17.
And like, I think on that it was like 15 and a half.
Yeah.
So they're not super short, but they're 15 flat.
Yeah.
And then you're probably
16.
So yeah, again, not small turn radius, just middle.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Yep.
It's a nice place to be. So I'm gonna take a run on this Wingman Black Edition, and then we should probably, I guess, bring their skis back.
I don't know.
Or not.
Doing fine.
You could just take them home. Go do it at Stowe. So yeah, I'll give the camera to one of these guys and see how these do. I don't know. Now that there are park jumps at Stowe, I don't feel like I need to seek out jumps to save myself. I have a finite number of jumps in my legs in a season, and I have to divvy it out. Okay, ready? I see what you mean. Yeah. Entirely. I mean, this is different than that.
Yeah.
It's 182, and it's got that extra carbon in there. And I'm gonna be honest, like on that terrain, I prefer that.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like, it just makes it more fun. Now on anything steeper, steeper and longer and firmer.
Yeah.
If you can combine those three things, then I would want this.
Yeah, I mean, this is just like, it's on the short side, especially going from Black Edition to 83 Ti
and shorter.
And shorter.
Yeah.
Is, for me, going the wrong way.
Yeah.
But I totally get what you mean. Like, I'm looking at my tips and you can
they're
see
just
them,
like, meow.
yeah, they're just really steering you through the turn. It's super fun.
Yeah.
But I think
it is soft. Like that's considerably softer.
Yeah.
Than it used to be.
Yep. And I think that's going to increase like that all mountain capacity.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is your Ripstick 88 Black Edition. It's just a Ripstick 86 Black Edition.
Yeah, and that thing comes flat too, so you
right.
can put whatever binding you want on it.
Right. So yeah, I think a lot of people will like that.
Yep.
So yeah, good job, Elan. We'll definitely spend more time on these this season, but this was a great first impressions.
Yep.